Alright, what's up YouTube? So, I just got finished watching WWE Daniel 01, otherwise known as the British Fist, a video of their DVD collection from 2007 to 2009. I was like, I have some DVDs that I want to show off. I have basically half my wrestling collection here. The rest is like in a box somewhere because I'm moving out of this house soon. So I will not be like, I don't have all my DVDs. But it's not a lot that I have. It's not trying to say I have the best DVD collection ever, but this will probably go into two parts. Hopefully not, but if it does, then whatever. I just got a lot to go over. So first DVD on the menu, we got TNA Against the Logs, 2006. I bought this DVD mainly because I wanted to see the NWA World Title match between Jeff Jarrett and Christian. Very good match. Then they had the rematch from Unbreakable, the X Division Championship Triple Threat, the Samoa Joe versus the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels versus the Phenomenal One AJ Styles. Very solid match. A revenge tag team match between Team 3D Team Canada and basically the James Game versus Latin American Exchange. This was a very solid card. If you haven't picked up this DVD, I suggest you should, especially if you want to see Christian win the world title. Very solid DVD. It kind of spoils it though. That's what I don't like, that Christian wins. I like when the DVD just has a poster, but it is what it is. Good DVD though. Next up we get, oh, this is one of my favorites from TNA. TNA Samoa Joe Unstoppable. This basically has from Samoa Joe's debut at Slammiversary in 2005 up to Final Resolution in 2006. And I gotta say, every match here is pretty damn good. You also get the triple threat, the original triple threat between him, AJ Styles, and Christopher Daniels on there, at Unbreakable. You get the underrated turning point match between him and AJ Styles, and also for Japanese fans, you get Jushin Thunder Liger versus Joe, which was not that bad. So you want a good Samoa Joe DVD and watch Joe when he was really dominant in TNA, this is a good DVD for you. This actually came out at the same time as Against the Logs, and I bought these two at the same time at Best Buy. Blockbuster was having a sale, WWF Evasion on 2001 DVDs a long time ago when I was a kid. Basically, I think this was the first Invasion pay-per-view, I can't remember. It was in Cleveland, Ohio. The main event is the inaugural brawl between the WCW champion Booker T, Diamond Dallas Page, Rhino and Dudley Boys versus champion Stone Cold Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Undertaker, Kane. You guys don't know what happened. Stone Cold turned on the Team WWF in this event, and everyone was all freaking out. It was a big deal, and you get a good hardcore championship match between Jeff Hardy and RVD. This is a solid pay-per-view. I liked it. Uh, Probably a good start from the border invasion angle. Too bad they couldn't keep it going. Up next, we got DGeneration X. This is like from the original DGeneration X with Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, X Pac, all those guys. I like the DVD. It's pretty funny, but the extras suck on this DVD. Shawn Michaels versus Mankind. That's a pretty decent match. Then you got Triple H versus Bret Hart, and not so good match. Then you got at least Triple H and Shawn Michaels versus Mankind. Undertaker. You don't really get that much extras on the DVD, but it's still a solid pickup, especially if you're a DX fan. You want to complete your, DX. Oh wow. Wow, this is weird. I don't even know what this is. I think this is like a extra disc part of the DVD. I don't even remember it being in there, but whatever. Stone Cold Truth, the Stone Cold Austin DVD that came out, I believe, in 2003, 2004. I want to say one of those. Very solid DVD about the backstory of his life. It has the Owen Hart match on here, where he broke his neck and Owen was basically stalling for time until Austin rolled him up. That's pretty cool to watch. But other than that, there's not really that much good, matches on here. But this is more of a documentary type of DVD than showing off Stone Cold's highlights DVD. So I liked it. Then we get WrestleMania 22, one of my favorite WrestleManias. I liked the triple threat match, even though it was too short. Triple H and John Cena was a good finisher. I kind of wanted Ray and Angle and Orton to be the finisher. You get Shawn Michaels and Vince McMahon in no holds barred match. Pretty solid match. I thought this was a pretty solid WrestleMania. Didn't live up to Mania 21, but I liked it. I liked the design of the set, and also has a Hall of Fame induction ceremony with Eddie Guerrero in it. So that's what I like to watch. So that one's a good one. Then, if you guys don't know what this No Way Out is, shame on you. No Way Out 2004, otherwise known as the No Way Out, where Eddie Guerrero, upsets and beats Brock Lesnar. Takes it up for Bill Goldberg. The pay-per-view itself is not that good, but the WWE Championship match was a very good match. You have a good Rey Mysterio and Chavo Guerrero match on there, and the triple threat number of contender matches. Pretty impressive. I like this. So if you guys want to check that out, I'm pretty sure you would. And also, it's cool to have, just to see this pay-per-view event where Eddie Guerrero wins the title. No Way Out 2002, and this is a shout out to Dreamboy899. He wrote 2002, and he reviewed the DVD actually, so you should check out that review too. But basically, this has Chris Jericho versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rock and Undertaker. Pretty solid Rock Undertaker match, not like the best of their careers. And then you get Triple H versus Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle defeats Triple H, and the return of the NWO on WWE TV. So that's pretty good. And this is under the WWF name. I've got this at Blockbuster as well. One of my favorite sets, Tombstone Undertaker. It has basically like almost a lot of good matches from the Undertaker. This came out around the time during the Randy Orton feud at WrestleMania 21, and it basically has like the gist. It has the famous Hell in a Cell Mankind match, the Undertaker match between Kane at WrestleMania 14. A lot of good stuff on here. I suggest you pick up this DVD, especially if you're a Taker fan. This is a good DVD set for you. Just opening up to see. Oh, this we're kind of like rambling about. Yeah, see, the thing is with these, you notice like in this DVD set, the discs are stacked on one another. They're not, they're not really like separated, which kind of pissed me off a little bit. Then we get Survivor Series 2003, and oddly enough, this is one of my favorite Survivor Series. I don't know if it was a Buried Alive match, but yeah, I actually got a funny story if you guys want to hear it real quick. After this pay-per-view event, my friend did a current event about Kane burying Undertaker, and my 5th grade teacher was all like, okay, I gotta tell you all now, wrestling is fake. And I cried my eyes out because that was the day I found out wrestling was fake. Yeah, pretty sad day. But nonetheless, Kane buried Undertaker, but it was Undertaker versus McMahon. The ambulance match between Kane and Shane. Shane always does good in those street fights match. And the World Heavyweight title match between Goldberg and Triple H. You got some good elimination matches in here, and a decent Cruiserweight title match. King of the Ring 2002, this was a good King of the Ring in my opinion. Not my favorite pay-per-view event, but it's still a very good King of the Ring. You got Brock Lesnar winning the King of the Ring tournament. You got a good Taker versus Triple H match. Not as good as like the WrestleMania 27 match, but it's still a pretty good match. It's rare to see Undertaker and Triple H go one-on-one, so when they do, they kind of like put out their best effort. And you get Hollywood Hulk Hogan versus Kurt Angle on here. Solid DVD, I liked it. Then we get Armageddon 2002, a very underrated Armageddon in my opinion. I thought it had a good matches on here. You got the first and only 3 stages of Hell match between Triple H and Shawn Michaels. This was a very, very great match. You got a street fight the first fall, then you got a second fall being the steel cage match, then the third fall being a ladder match. I thought this was a gruesome match. This is a very great match. Triple H and Shawn Michaels, they really know how to put on some very good hardcore gimmick matches when they get into the ring together. Good chemistry. You got Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero on here. Very solid match as well. Batista's sort of debut pay-per-view match against Kane. So if you want to check that out, go right ahead. And then you got Big Show Angle. I like this DVD. Very underrated Armageddon. Very good show. Just fixing the disc because I noticed when the discs fly around, like I don't want to get them scratched. I might actually watch some of these DVDs later, to be honest with you. Then a very good Shawn Michaels set. Shawn Michaels from the Vault. Now this came out during the time of WrestleMania 20, like in 2003, like December 2003, I think. Don't quote me on that. I just know they came out around the time of WrestleMania 20. I picked this up and it has it basically has all the highlights from Shawn Michaels' career. You have the Hell in a Cell versus Undertaker. You have the Shawn Michaels comeback against Triple H in non-sanction match. You have the 60-minute Iron match between Bret Hart, and you have the Intercontinental Championship match with Razor Ramon. Not to mention a freaking classic AWA tag team match with Him and Jannetty. I like this DVD. I don't think it's good as Shawn Michaels My Story DVD. I don't have My Story. I actually watched it at a friend's house, but I like that DVD. But this is more of just matches with Shawn Michaels. Pretty good DVD. I liked it. Bloodblast Steel Cage match. This is cool because you can go back in the day and watch some old style steel cage matches like Bob Backlund versus Pat Patterson, Bruno Sammartino versus Larry Zbyszko. It lasted like 8 seconds or something like that. You get to see a classic Bret Hart versus Owen Hart cage match, which was really good. Um, then you get Isaac Yankem versus Bret Hart, Kane. Triple H versus Rock, pretty solid matches. The last match is Edge versus Kurt Angle, if you remember. That match was when Kurt Angle was wearing the wig because he just got his head shaved. Pretty solid DVD fit. Now this one, it's kind of underrated, but I like it. McMahon. It basically goes into a story about Vince McMahon, how he became power in the wrestling business, and it has some. I don't know if you guys seen Vince McMahon matches, but I always enjoy them just because you see him get the shit kicked out of him, but it's always entertaining. He always knows how to work that good match. You get all his matches with Stone Cold, the No Holds Barred match against Triple H at Armageddon, which was good. Shane Street Fight at WrestleMania 7, that match, in my opinion, is very, very good. Just for being a gimmick match between two guys who really don't wrestle. Uh, the Street Fight at WrestleMania 19 against Hogan. I Quit match against Stephanie and a Buried Live against Undertaker. Solid DVD set. I suggest if you haven't picked this up already, pick it up. It's a very good purchase. It's probably cheap now. And then phenomenal AJ Styles. Now this is early TNA. This is where you guys bashed TNA and you said there was never good wrestling in this company. Buy this DVD set now and then shut your fucking mouth because this has about almost every great AJ Styles match back in the silent days. You get the NWA World Title match with AJ Styles versus Jeff Jarrett Raven, Steel Cage match between AJ Styles and Jeff Jarrett, Abyss and AJ Styles Falls Count Anywhere match, the first ever X Division Championship match, very good Spot Fest match, and a triple threat ladder match between AJ Styles, Loki, and Jerry Lynn. I like this DVD. Pick it up if you haven't. And then my least favorite, the TNA. I know it comes at the expense of a name, the Christopher Daniels, but really, the Christopher Daniels DVD sucks, and it's hard to say for me to say it. They have good matches, but the only problem is this: most of the matches get cut out. Like there's cuts between his matches, which I was not a fan of. I wanted to watch the full matches. Certain matches I wanted to watch full, but he cut out. But there's cuts in certain matches. Matches I know that there weren't cuts in. The Against All Odds match between him and AJ Styles and the Iron Man. The Lockdown Steel Cage Championship match for the X Division Championship. And the Slammiversary X Division Championship match. But all the other matches have cuts. Not my favorite TNA DVD. Not worth really checking out. But if you want to get if you want to add it to your collection, go right ahead. Royal Rumble 2003, not my favorite Royal Rumble. The only match I really liked on here was Benoit and Angle. I wasn't a big fan of this Rumble. If you want it for collection's sake, go right ahead. But otherwise, I suggest you stay away from this event. It wasn't my favorite event. I don't know. I was a little kid at the time watching this. I rewatched it. I still didn't really get that big feel. The Rumble match is okay, but other than that, nothing really. So I finished my first stack of DVDs. So I'll be going on to my second stack in my next part of the video. I wanted to try to fit this in one part, but I have like 2 stacks of DVDs, so I just couldn't do it. But thank you all for watching the first part. Part 2 will be out shortly.